Hello, human peoples. You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. To support us and gain access to great exclusive podcasts like Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, and our latest show, Spiel Boys, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. We do game streaming, movie nights with our patrons every Friday night, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want. Literally anything, within reason, and we have to do it. You are quite frankly out of excuses not to go visit patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Halbkast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hype Feast. Hello, everyone.
Feast. Hello.
What about an episode of Hypecast?
Hype Feast.
It's the feast. It's the show where we get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I'm your other co-host, David Bell.
And I'm here.
There, I'm sorry.
I don't know if I was going to take it this time.
We always do this.
Yeah,
it's okay.
we have no system in place for introducing our guests, so it's just complete
Great. I'm
chaos
kicking in the
each
door.
time.
Boom. I'm
exactly.
Sarah Griffith.
Sarah, welcome. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How are you?
You know what? I'm crushing it. I'm killing it. Everything's going great. I just actually booked something I'm very excited about as an actor. I'm going to be in a true crime reenactment. Very thrilled about that. Truly a bucket list item checked off. I'm so stoked.
Are you the dead body? Are you the murderer?
Yeah. Are you gonna get murdered? You gonna murder?
I actually signed some paperwork. I really can't talk about it, but
Shit.
you'll know soon enough.
Can
All
you
right.
tell us if your character is alive or dead?
That would be like the whole. That is such a spoiler.
Okay. Is your character's status?
What
does
the
it
fuck is this,
rhyme
Clue?
with bread?
But what if it was an old story and they are dead of old age?
That's
Right.
true. That's true. We don't know. It could be.
It's part of the game.
That could
it's
be
part
it.
of the game.
I ain't saying shit. My manager listens to the podcast that I'm on, so they can figure that
for
out.
this.
Yeah, that is fair. Congratulations. I'm excited for that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah. That's wow.
I know.
can't top
I'm a big deal now.
that. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm just having an okay day. I got nothing. I got nothing to top that with.
No, come on. Dig deep.
Dig deep. I made pasta. I made pasta sauce.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay, that
It was
is
good.
nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't great, but it was good. I'll probably have some after this.
I got out
Mamma
of bed
mia.
without hitting my snooze alarm today.
Ooh.
Ooh, brag.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
pretty great.
like my bucket list, one of my obviously being a dead body on a cop show would be great, but my bucket
Duh.
list, higher than that on my bucket list is to be the totally unhelpful witness.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's just that fucking thunder douche who just he wants to help but just has nothing useful to provide.
Right.
Yeah.
the
And like
detectives.
has their own thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, where they're like their witness starts with them being like, "Well, I was selling scooters in the alleyway," and it's like,
Right.
wait,
I'm
well,
sorry.
I
what
want to
were you
know
doing?
more about that. Yeah.
They're always moving boxes or some kind of cargo. Like they can't
Oh,
stop.
yeah.
They can't stop for like 30 seconds to give a fucking statement to the police about a murder. It's like, yeah, I really got to load this in the back of this car. Walk and talk.
Or they
Okay.
saw something incredibly disturbing, and they're like, "And I thought that was kind of weird, but I just kept going with my
Yeah,
day."
Mind
Come to
his own
think of it,
business.
this woman was screaming that someone was killing her about, what was that, 3:32 a.m.? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. It just kind of sounded like kids playing. Could have been the kids. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I gotta brush it off at first.
Can I admit that I was one of these people?
No
When I lived
way!
in when I lived in Florida, not a murder. when I lived in Florida, my neighbor's house was broken into.
Oh my
I was on the
God.
couch about 5-6 feet away from them breaking the window. And I was watching Star Trek The Next Generation, and I heard a shatter, and I was like, that's weird. And then I just kept watching Star Trek.
Oh my God.
And then he was like, did you see anything? And I was like, no, I was watching Star Trek. He was, I mean,
like, actually,
I
come to
heard a
think of
window
it.
shatter. Yeah.
So did you go
Holy
investigate?
shit.
No, I didn't.
No, it was a good episode.
I believe I mentioned I was watching Star Trek.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
mean, you never could have known. That might have been like a really worse situation. So it's probably for the best that you just like didn't.
Yeah. It all worked out in the end. I
that's
mean, he had his guitar stolen, but it all worked out in the end for
I
me.
was going to say, it's kind of like hearing a gunshot where you're like, I'm not going to go check on that.
What am I, Batman?
Yeah,
Like,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
Right,
Man.
truly.
Sitting here in my hoodie. Dave, let's start the episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're ready to get hyped. We gotta name some producers first. So, big shout out and thank you to the following. Thank you to DJ Fenny. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Indignant Eel. Thank you. Thank you to Look Ma. I'm on a podcast. Thank you. Thank you to Children Love the Meat Millie. Thank you.
They do.
Thank you to Grumblebee. Thank you to Screaming Horse Pyramid. Thank you to Del Griffith, the shower curtain fella.
No doubt, no doubt.
Thank you to Lef. Lef. Thank you to Seismic Charge Noise. Bwang. Thank you to Deborah is awesome, Barbara is great, and cancer can go to hell. Thank you to Numino Ultra Microscopic Silico Volcano Coniosis Jones. Thank you to the baby from Eraserhead.
Always.
Thank you to Chiz Lily Tits.
Of course.
Thank you. And thank you to these 7 Bs. Thank you very much.
Well, let me jump in here. Thank you to Breezy Reezy. Thank you
Thank
to Davey
you.
Francis for the Revenge. Thank you to
Thank you.
MVB.
Thank
you to
you.
Chester's Prophet.
Thank
you
you.
to Definitely Not Guillermo del Toro.
Thank
you to Brian, whom Tom knows.
Yeah,
Thank you to
he
Bob
does.
Grenville.
Thank you.
Thank you to Steven.
Thank you.
Thank you to Down Home Chicken.
Thank you.
Thank you to Han Toomey, the Confused Cyborg.
Thank you.
Thank you to Asking Seven.
Thank you.
Thank you to Happy Ed 209. Thank you to Tom and Dave are good writers. Follow them at Collider and some more news.
Thank you.
Thank you to Tiger George Pratt Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
All right. All right. Enough bullshit.
Yeah.
Because the Lightyear trailer is out.
Oh, boy, oi, oi.
man.
Is this Chris Evans?
It is Chris Evans as
Mr.
the
Chris
real-life
Evans.
Buzz Lightyear.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's the it's this I mean the tweet that Chris Evans put out, he said this is an origin story of the human Buzz Lightyear that the toy is based on. My observation that I put in this doc is that am I wrong that in Toy Story it's a satire of a show that they would make toys on? That's the point of Buzz Lightyear. And now they're doing it unironically, the thing that they were satirizing.
Well, it's not really, I wouldn't call it satire in the original film. It's just like an analog. It's like this would be a show that kids watch about a spaceman.
Oh, yeah, but they push toys and stuff, at least in Toy Story 2, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
because like
they-
the Woody's Playhouse is that TV show that all those characters are from.
right. And it's clear that they're like immediately like, this is about the toy. I'm not saying they can't make this. I'm just saying that felt weird.
It's strange, yeah.
But
I think this is just a really desperate attempt to get Tim Allen away from the role. Like anything at this
yes.
point, to just let's pivot away from this man who we have
Drag
been
his
trapped
ass
with
away
for
from this
20
role.
plus years. Like fuck, we gotta think of something, guys, to get him out of this role.
it's a shame because I honestly think he's better for the role than
He sounds good,
Chris
yeah.
Evans.
I mean, he fits it
Yeah.
more, yeah.
And Tim Allen, before or when he's not losing his goddamn mind about things, politics and stuff, he's very good at making fun of himself. Like he plays.
That is true.
Like in Home Improvement, he's like a parody.
Yeah.
Right.
And so if he,
Galaxy Quest.
yeah, like he actually is really good for this. It's just a shame that his real life beliefs and personality has sort of taken over.
Yeah.
And now it's hard to see past that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this does look good though. I think.
It
What do you guys
looks visually, it looks incredible. Like truly, I'm excited to see it on the biggest screen I can. As far as like a movie goes, I don't know. But it's also Pixar, so like they're probably gonna come out at some point and take a knife to the most vulnerable and emotional part of my psyche and just stab it to death until I am snot crying in a theater. So I don't know. At least it's gonna be 3 stars for that.
Yeah, just as an aside, they'll do that. It is just like, it's just what they do.
It's like those like the Pixar animated films basically like takes a photo of my late dog and like shoots it, and then after I've given them the sacrifice of my tears,
the photo?
Then they can return entertainment. It's like you make a blood sacrifice at the top of every Pixar film. Seriously.
Yes. Yeah.
And oftentimes somebody does die. Like cartoon characters have to die in like a sacrifice to the good movie gods.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to see who they kill in the Buzz Lightyear movie that probably, I don't know, sets them off on some journey to the moon. Maybe a dead wife, who knows?
Oh man, I hope it's a dead wife. My favorite thing about this trailer is the character design. You know, he's a bit, you know, Buzz is a bit on the thicker side. So I'm very excited for that subgenre of Twitter to join forces with horny for Chris Evans subgenre of Twitter, and for when this movie comes out to just see all of the shove a Buzz Lightyear figure in my ass daddy tweets that we're gonna see.
Oh, absolutely!
Very excited about that.
People are going to be horny for Buzz.
They already are. I saw a tweet today that was like, if anybody can find me the human version of this Buzz Lightyear, let me know. I want him to destroy me. And literally the tweet under that tweet was a video of him jacking off. He's like, I'm serious. This is my cock. Like, whoa.
Jesus.
Oh, it's intense already. Oh, thank you.
It was a trending tweet. It was like, trending today, Buzz Lightyear.
It was a trending tweet.
Well, because obviously the first tweet was just like, oh, this guy's thirsty for Buzz Lightyear. But if you go to the tweet below it, it is his cock and balls.
He's like, this blew up. Let me show you all my testicles real quick.
Truly. I can send you the link. Maybe not.
I think, I think, my God, the internet's going to be just terrible around this.
It's a real Ouroboros.
What about that? What about the fucking movie review that was like, and Mrs. Incredible, Hachi Chachi, she's got a fat ass. Like, it's going to be so much worse for this film.
I know.
It's a very horny film.
They're doing it on purpose too.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
They're feeding the Disney adults with adult Disney.
Well, yeah, they know that this is a subset of their fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
And they're like, look, everybody just be cool about this, all right? Like, if you're cool about this, we can keep doing it.
No, man, they want the tweets of people hammering their junk, buddy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
No, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They're just. I just mean like
they
look.
Want people to blast off while watching this
Yo,
trailer.
You son of a bitch! Oh my God!
Imagine dressing up as Buzz Lightyear at one of the parks and having to deal with like the hands of people.
Christ.
It's just like I chose Buzz Lightyear specifically because I thought I wouldn't have to deal with this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
Please don't
problem.
sexually harass the Buzz Lightyear at Disney parks.
Yeah.
I'm begging you. Please
I
take
like
that shit over to Woody where it belongs.
Yeah, his gangly ass.
Yeah, his name's Woody.
Yeah,
He's
what
tall.
do you
He's a
want?
tall guy. He's tall.
I like that Buzz Lightyear, real world Buzz Lightyear, is apparently related to human Shrek.
Yeah. He's got
He's
got that.
cut from the same cloth there.
Oh, for sure.
We
Yeah,
just
he's a
got you
monster.
saying that they're creating a hot Buzz Lightyear, and your very next comment is, looks like Shrek.
Like
he's
human
hot-
Shrek. Like
Yeah,
when
he's
Shrek
hot by
became a
cartoon.
human.
All right, I
He's
just
hot
wanted to
by
hear.
cartoon standards. Like
I
if you
just
saw
wanted
him
to hear
in
you
real
justify
life,
that.
he would be a monster.
Yeah, he's like a potato demon or some shit. You
Yeah.
saw him in real
Sure,
life.
Right.
sure.
Oh man.
I think my final thought on this is I think they're going to go for like that cosmic like I saw someone tweeting it next to Interstellar, and I honestly think that is kind of, they might go like sci-fi
Whoa.
with this.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where you would make it interesting, is you actually like they took that line to infinity and beyond, and I think they're going to do some Star Trek shit with them.
It might.
I think it's going to I think it might be like wormholes in time and weird shit like that. I think that would be where to go with Buzz Lightyear, because it fits the character, right? Mm-hmm. Is that he's just this
and like some sort of, we mentioned Galaxy Quest earlier, but it could be some version of that where it's like in some other dimension he's like revered as this like cartoon character action figure.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, I think because if you remember the actual show that the character's based off of, and this again, this is kind of weird to me. The idea is that the Buzz Lightyear character in Toy Story isn't a fool, right? And the toy is a fool. So this is the non-fool version, which also feels less interesting, I guess. I don't know. It's
I guess
weird.
There is also like a layer of fucked up that this character is literally named for Buzz Aldrin, and now we're creating like basically a fake Buzz Aldrin in the universe.
Right. To continue the Tim Allen stuff, it's like if they unironically made a Galaxy Quest show,
truly,
like based off the show in the movie, and it's like, well, that's not really the point. You know?
Yeah.
It was the thing being parodied or commented on, but it still looks fun. So I don't know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm definitely going to see it. So,
Yeah, I'm not going to not see it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it.
What, am I not going to see horny Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
we're all going to be horny for Buzz Lightyear. That's just a requirement.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody listening.
I am ready to splash down on re-entry.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Let's move on.
All right. This is a less horny movie. The Unforgivable.
Less.
This is Sandra Bullock gets out of jail after 20 years. She did a murder. She didn't do it by accident. They make that clear. I thought this was going to be like more of a thriller because she gets a phone call and they're like, I know what you did or something. And I was like, oh, shit. But it's actually more like a drama about her wanting to see her sister again and re-entering society, which also looks good. What do you guys think?
I'm into this. This is, I enjoy Sandra Bullock. I like these sorts of intense dramas. I will probably watch this, and it will probably make me very upset about various levels of injustice in society.
It's got Vinny D'Onofrio.
Sure, yeah. He's in there.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal with a mustache. That's what he needs, like always and forever.
Yeah. I'm digging it.
I'm also into this. It's not where I wanted the trailer to go, and then it went to a place where I'm like, well, this is great too.
Yes, actually, I kind of had the same experience where I was a little bit like, wait, I thought I was. Oh.
Yeah, it seemed to set up like almost a cheesy thriller, and then it was like, no, actually, it's a really good drama, and I'm like, oh, well, that's good. I'll take that. I'm very curious about. I don't know. It's if this helps. It's from the writer of Bad Boys for Life, and the other writer wrote Eagle Eye.
Ooh.
But also Insomnia. So like they're not. Yeah. I'm looking up who this person is. Oh, also one of them wrote the Batman and is apparently writing Gladiator 2. So that's
sure.
Fuck.
I don't know what to make of any of that information.
All right. So this specific writer, Peter Craig, he started by writing The Town, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then they were like, congratulations on writing The Town. We want you to write the last two Hunger Games. So he went ahead and did that, and then it's just been chaos since then. It's been drama, and then a Bad Boys, and drama, and then Top Gun Maverick, and then the Batman. So he's just doing whatever.
Working.
Yeah, he's working. But that's all besides the point. This looks solid. I feel like I haven't watched Sandra Bullock do a really dramatic role in a film that didn't piss me off.
The last movie I saw her in was Bird Box.
Yeah. Bird Box.
That's a real piece of shit.
She's terrific, but she doesn't always choose, the right things. She'll do Gravity, but then she'll do The Blind Side. And so on and so forth.
They gave her that statue for The Blind Side, so I'm not.
That's
true.
Well,
yeah,
I'm
she
not going to
probably
criticize
got
Sandy
Gravity
on that
from.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. She'll do Speed, but then she'll do Speed 2.
Sometimes you make a Speed 2. I don't. What do you want?
No, I love Speed 2. You know that.
Yeah.
She does one for herself and one for the gutter.
Yeah,
just like every good actor, real good balance.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I need to be in a piece of shit, so let me take this.
I got to remodel my kitchen, so Bird Box 2 it is.
Yeah.
Don't even speak that into existence. Oh my God, they would.
Oh, it's already coming. I don't.
Yeah, it's coming.
Of course,
that is on the way.
Yeah, it did so well. We've talked about this. The problem is that with Netflix, they're like, this did really well, and it's like, yeah, because it was right there in front of people.
Because it was a free movie. Well, not a free movie, but yeah, everybody has Netflix. So basically, free movie starring Sandra Bullock. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Shit, it's right there. You mean I don't have to go anywhere?
Yeah.
Pressing play.
Count me in. I really want to talk about this next one.
Yes.
I do too, actually.
I thought it was produced by Michael Bay. No.
Nope.
This is director Michael Bay's next film.
It is a Michael Bay joint.
Ambulance. Now that I know it's Michael Bay, it's probably good. This is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen the second.
Yeah. And he's like an ambulance driver, and then like his brother or friend or something is like, I want you to do this robbery.
Is his brother.
This heist.
Jake Gyllenhaal's his brother. He talks him into doing this heist. He's not an ambulance driver. He's like a corpsman, like a former corpsman from the military. So he talks him doing this heist, and then they escape in an ambulance. Because,
I thought it started in an ambulance too. I thought he was driving an ambulance at the beginning.
Yeah. He might have been actually.
The trailer is so long. Yeah, and so, I mean, you can say it.
I stopped watching this trailer when it started giving me beat by beat the entire movie.
Literally.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to stop this before it tells me how it ends.
I watched the whole trailer, and it does tell you how it ends.
Wow.
Yes. It really walks you through the whole film.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't watch the trailer, and that doesn't mean don't watch the film.
It looks like it might be really good in terms of like an action thriller.
It might be, but I'm just going to say out of the gate, I'm not seeing this movie. Why? Last year, do you guys remember when Michael Bay posted a video to his Instagram about a stunt he was doing on this film?
No.
Oh, did he kill again?
No, but in this video...
Oh, I did see that. The really dangerous stunt.
The ambulance and a few other cars, they're doing a driving stunt. And then I think like the ambulance itself like kind of got off the track, like something happened. And in this footage, like crew members are literally running out of the way of an out of control moving car.
Shit.
And so that video went around my friends and we were like, this is fucking trash. And he posted this like, oh, sometimes stunts go wrong, but that's the excitement of the industry. And me and my friends were like, no, it is not. And he got flamed on that post. He didn't delete it, but he turned off
disabled comments. Yeah.
But even in the time I saw that, I was like, I'm not gonna see this. Like, this is horseshit to look at. And for him to like puff his feathers out about it. And then especially, I mean, in light of recent events, dude, stunts are dangerous. Like, what are you not understanding?
It should be noted that he seriously injured a stunt woman making one of the Transformers. It's par for the course. The behind the scenes of the first Transformers, they accidentally launch a car into a building, an occupied building. No one got hurt.
Oh my God,
the car is literally sticking out of the building. Oh yeah, he plays it real fast and loose. he will put himself in danger too. I'm not defending him by saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm more comparing it to another Jake Gyllenhaal film, Nightcrawler, where he's like, I think that's how he thinks about it. He's like, damn, I'm getting right into it. You guys should too.
It's James Cameron, like James Cameron drowning in Harris in the abyss. It's like, well, I'm down there all day. The actor should be able to handle it. It's like, just because you're doing it too doesn't mean it's okay.
When he filmed Bad Boys 2, he was throwing cars directly at cameras. He had a little dune buggy during Transformers that they would just jazz it and like drive through the action. He's a maniac. He's a maniac. Also, it just occurred to me, I haven't liked a Michael Bay film since 2007.
That was the other thing I was like. So to piggyback on what Sarah was saying, the thing, I guess I didn't remember that, and that's incredible. But the other thing I wanted to make sure we bring up was his last film was Six Underground, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yep.
I don't even think I've heard of this movie, quite frankly.
It was the direct-to-Netflix one with Ryan Reynolds. It is indecipherable.
I stopped watching it after, I believe, 20 minutes.
It's visual gibberish. Like, try to...
Oh, brother.
Just sit down for like 30 minutes and watch it, and you will be the most confused you've ever been watching a movie.
I watched, maybe not even 20 minutes, I watched more than 10 minutes, and I shut it off once I realized that I wasn't watching it, but that was all I was doing at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah,
it was just somewhere in your life.
Yeah, it was just like noisy and awful, and like my brain wasn't processing it, and it was garbage. Yeah, he made Six Underground before that, Transformers The Last Night, another film. Half of his films recently I barely remember because they're like fucking fever dreams. They're just noise. It's just noise and colors. He can't shoot action. Like I know everybody's like he's an action director. Since like CGI, he really can't shoot action anymore. It's weird.
Wow.
Because The Last Night, they needed 13 hours, the Benghazi film.
Right.
That's a fucking cursed sentence.
Yeah, it's weird.
Michael Bay's Benghazi movie.
Yeah, it's weird that we gave him chance after that. Age of Extinction, another film that was noise. Pain and Gain, a movie I know a lot of people like. I didn't like. I thought it was really cruel.
It is.
That movie, it's based off a true story, and it keeps ironically posting the song Gangster's Paradise. And I just remember at the end, they posted Gangster's Paradise after it ended while they... noted that like one of the people was executed in prison, and I'm like, why did I watch this?
I think they both were.
Yeah, and it's like it was like this like dummy crime, and they made him out to be like chuckle fucks, and then at the end they're like, by the way, these people
executed. Are fucking dead.
Yeah,
Damn.
and it's like, so we just shat all over their grave.
Well, and also the shit they did was incredibly brutal, like in actual real life. I don't know. That's just Michael Bay for you.
Yeah. Dark of the Moon, which was, again, chaos.
Oh, man.
Revenge of the Fallen. And then finally, Transformers, which I would argue is the last one that he's made that is, like coherent.
Well, this seems pretty coherent based on the fact that I've seen the whole film now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least coherent in a way that's like, I understand why we're going from A to B to C.
Yeah.
Why
I've been on a real
doing
journey.
All this, I don't know, but obviously it remains to be seen.
Yeah, this has been a real journey.
You really took us places, Dave.
Well, I went from this is produced by Michael Bay, this looks good, Googling it and being like, it's directed by Michael Bay, and then Sarah, thank you for pointing out that thing that happened.
I just
and then
checked
realizing
on Instagram. Yeah, I just checked on Instagram. It's still up. He changed the wording on his post, and now it comes with a warning that's like, sensitive video. Do you want to see this?
Yeah. And so now it's just like, fuck him, I guess.
Still being a real fuckface about cavalierly endangering people's lives.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Wheel of Time.
Okay.
Oh, please.
I will do my best.
I had one note because I had like a realization. She says the line, I swear to make no word that is not true. Uh-huh. And I realized that half of fantasy writing is people saying short things really long.
Yes.
Right? Like it's just people rewording, saying like, I'm not going to lie. It's like, just say that. No, I
That's,
swear to make no word that is not true.
No, there was a
that's half of
line.
movie writing right now. I'll tell you. Whew.
There was a line at the end of it, and it was something like, "The wheel yields when the wheel wents," or it was some shit like that. That I was so
Jesus.
distracted. Like, how do you say that more than once? It was serious. It literally was a sentence that was like, "When the wheel whence connected to whence we return to wheel." Like, what the fuck are you saying?
I'm so
What is this
excited
movie
for
about?
this.
What is this movie about? Or
Well,
the series?
it's a series, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even.
Listen,
They go back in time to fight demons from Renaissance fairs?
I think we saw. All right, so Game of Thrones had its moment, and it was a bad moment. And I think everybody was scrambling to make the next Game of Thrones, and now there's this opening, and no one's gonna watch that dragons thing. So it's like we need some fantasy. So honestly, I'll take this over that dragons thing, the House of Dragons. You know,
It's interesting that this is on Amazon, and they are also eventually going to be releasing a Lord of the Rings series. So it's a little bit like they've put a spread on like medieval fantasy shit. Like, listen, we got this over here, we got a little bit of that over there later.
we're about to get an oversaturation of fantasy. And what would be amazing if Dune creates a new trend of like space fantasy. It's
Spantasy.
it's gonna be fantasy, yeah.
Spantasy.
Spantasy. it's definitely like, I think it's also the superheroes are waning, and so there's this idea of like what's gonna be the next big thing.
Magic.
Yeah. And all fantasy is just what level of bullshit can you tolerate, right? Like watching Dune,
Truly.
I was like, I can tolerate this bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah, this bullshit speaks to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Wheel of Time is, I don't know.
Is it a book?
It is.
Yeah.
It is a series of hugely popular books. I've not read any of
Gotcha.
them.
This might be great.
I think this son of a bitch died in the middle of writing them too.
Oh, no.
So like, yeah, they had to like finish
What
the
a
last two
fucking
books of the
asshole.
series.
Didn't
yeah,
he know
like,
he was
yeah,
writing a book series and he fucking died?
Yeah,
what an
right.
idiot.
Like, what a piece of
Not
shit.
cool. Not cool, bro.
Yeah, so
Yeah, not cool of
I'm
him.
pretty yeah. So like a lot of the criticism you'll see thrown George R.R. Martin's way is like, don't Wheel of Time us, you piece of shit.
Right. And they're sitting there just like, I'm just trying to live, man.
Yeah, I'm just wearing my hat
Catching
and
strays.
yeah, writing about dragons. I'm just
Yeah.
living my life, man. Writing a book
Yeah,
is hard.
This could be amazing, or this could be in 2 years from now, I read that it's canceled and I go, oh, right.
Yeah.
I forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah. It'll either be a smash hit or completely forgotten.
I'm going to need some canaries for this. Like, I'm going to need to be told it's good.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope it's good. I could use some more fantasy. I'm hitting
Love
that
Rosamund
point.
Pike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she's great.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And fantasy, any of these things, it's the thing is they're all impenetrable until you actually watch or read them, right? So it's
Yeah.
like
True.
they all look like gibberish from a trailer standpoint because you don't know anything about it. But who knows? Like it's so
Yeah.
hard to tell.
Yeah.
So-
I would argue that there's still gibberish after the fact, too.
I'm sure.
It's-
Yeah.
It's like it's my favorite part in Clerks 2 when he describes Lord of the Rings as just people walking to a fucking volcano. And it's like, yeah, I guess that is
Yes.
what that is, huh? It's 3 movies of 2 people walking, trying to throw a ring in a volcano. And that, when you sum it up that way, it's really dumb.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see. I want it. I'm getting to that point where I'm about to throw on 15 hours of extended Lord of the Rings. It's that time
yeah.
of year for me.
Oh, yeah.
I've already warned Hana. It's just like, listen, this is going to happen, and there's nothing anyone can do about
This
it.
is going to happen, and I'm going to lock the doors and windows.
Yeah.
I'm going to put out a little water bowl, and that's what we can lap out of.
Just going to put out a dish.
Yeah, like a pan.
Yeah.
Like a saucer.
Here's your adult diaper.
Yep.
About to put
I'm
mine
going
on.
with rubber sheets. I'm amazed you went as far as a diaper. That's too
Yeah.
much work.
Whoa.
Rubber sheets and a hose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wheel of Time.
That's how you take care of hobbits. Hobbits look like they just piss where they're standing like horses, right?
Oh, absolutely. How could they not?
It's so low to the ground. The splash
exactly.
exist.
Exactly. Yeah, there's so many advantages to
Because
just
their
pooping
dicks
like a horse.
are so long.
Oh yeah.
No, not because they're
Every
short.
hobbit's
Hold
got
on,
a hammer.
what? Yeah. If you actually read the Silmarillion, you would have read that. I don't even know.
Oh, shit. It's really funny to me. This is hobbits running along, their dicks dragging in the grass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
That's my Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it is.
Let's move on.
All right. This is true story. I don't think it's actually a true story, but I'm not sure.
I mean, who knows?
This is a series.
I was fooled by this trailer, actually.
Yeah. It's got Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes, and immediately I'm like, go on. I'm reading that Billy Zane's in there.
Oh,
Whoa.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Curveball.
It's a series. It's from the writers behind, let's see, it's one of the directors of Star Trek Picard. I'm not going to hold that against them. They've done a lot of TV stuff. Producer of Watchmen series, Lost. So I don't know what I think about that. It's a lot of just like, oh yeah, it's a lot of like TV regulars like making this. I don't, is this, so is the idea of it's like a celebrity and then he does some sort of crime and it's just about the cover up?
It seems like a dramatic Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe this story is a part of this comedian's set and we're doing a little bit of like, no, this is a true story, this really happened.
Maybe
a little back and forth of,
like it's always framed of his set, like bookending it.
Literally,
like
I am. This is a stone cold guess. There is nothing in the trailer that would lend itself to that being true. I don't know.
I want that, and I want gritty slap bass soundtrack.
Like
I actually,
yeah.
The first 30 seconds I was watching this, I literally thought it was a documentary for Kevin Hart.
Oh wow.
Because it starts, the first shot is him like walking onto the Ellen set, and I don't know, I'm so whiplashed by the fact that Pete Buttigieg has a documentary coming out about him that I literally for a moment was like, oh my god, seriously, a document, and then quickly I was like, it's not.
Yeah. I don't. The synopsis is a tour stop in Kidd. His name is Kidd. In Kidd's hometown of Philadelphia becomes a matter of life and death for one of the world's most famous comedians. So, yeah, I think he's playing the world's most famous comedian. And then Wesley Snipes, what is he to him?
It's his brother, I think.
Brother?
Okay. I just want to see these two make more stuff. I want to see Murder at 1600 Part 2. Or just take Kevin Hart and digitally replace Dennis Miller in that movie.
Get him right the hell out of there.
Like, seriously, Murder at 1600, but with Kevin Hart in the Dennis Miller role? Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it seems like he's a famous comedian and his crime brother gets him involved in some crimes.
Yeah,
oh my god, how many crime brothers are in movies these days?
A lot of crime
brothers. Does everybody have and then, wait, The Unforgivable, that's a crime sister.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of crime siblings. A lot of crime siblings. It's a hot button issue.
Wow. Or like, imagine Midnight Run with these two. Like, I want a buddy comedy. I want Wesley Snipes very serious.
Yeah, that'd
Kevin
be great.
Hart. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this isn't going to deliver on my dreams.
Not a buddy cop. I'm not buddy cop. Buddy comedy, I don't think.
Yeah.
But
a gritty buddy drama.
A gritty buddy drama, yeah.
Gritty Buddies. There you go.
Gritty Buddies.
Gritty Buddies.
Gritty Buddies.
Featuring Billy Zane.
Bunch of golden retrievers with eye patches.
Mm-hmm.
Eye patches and goatees.
Yep.
Really went to the Air Buddies. Well, that's interesting.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm a vessel. I go where the joke takes me.
That's true. Yeah. True story. I don't know. What else? Anything else?
No?
Yeah. We'll see.
It's coming to Netflix, so I mean I'll probably watch at least one episode.
It'll
Yeah.
at least be one or two memes that we'll have to know for a couple weeks, you know?
Yeah. Well, the next trailer is for Dr. Brain. You think that's a lost in translation situation? Do you think, like...
I don't know, but I know that this is probably the movie I'm most excited for because it's the director of I Saw the Devil.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I like when I that it sneaks up on you and it was like, oh fuck, like this is probably very good.
Yeah,
Yeah, this looks like it kicks ass.
Yeah, it's like this doctor who developed some sort of lawnmower man neurological thing to like probe dreams or thoughts or something.
He's
and
incepting them.
He's incepting, yeah, and there's something
Yeah.
to do with like an accident where his kid was hurt or killed or something. A lot of intrigue, a lot of horror adjacent stuff, a lot of suspense. It looks good.
Yes.
And I
It looks
liked the subtitles on this trailer. I like when a
Yes.
subtitle like really makes an effort to be like a part of the frame and not just generated almost by a computer.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm super into this. And there was a line that's like, we have to hack his brain. Like, fuck. And they made it sound like very convincing and compelling and like not stupid, which that's a hard thing to make not sound dumb. You gotta hack his brain.
You gotta hack his
Really
brain.
into
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we mention it's a series? We mentioned it's a series.
Oh no, I didn't know that it was a series.
Yeah, actually,
this
I was
is a
kinda
fucking
confused.
Apple TV series.
Oh, word.
Great.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, the there's like horror moments. I love it whenever because the idea is like the dreams are like leaking into reality or
Yeah,
something.
it's a little bit of a Flatliners,
But
Inception
Yeah.
kind of vibe to it.
It's great when they do like because ghosts. That's ghosts. What we're seeing is ghosts, but they
Yeah.
give it a
Yeah.
better like meaning and like
It's like
explanation.
science ghosts. Science ghosts.
Science ghosts.
Yes.
Oh, so specifically, I don't know if you mentioned this. He conducts brain syncs with dead people to access their memories for clues. So this might be a procedural. Like I think the idea is he solves crimes
Oh,
That
by
would be
incepting
Yes.
dead
maybe
people's
even
brains.
better.
Yeah.
And to have
That-
like this through line storyline about a son. Oh my god. It's like House, but with like sci-fi elements. And actually, it's not like House at all. I don't know why that was the
No, but it's the
comparison
well, yes,
I made.
I
It could
think
be the
kind of,
Doctor
'cause
House of brain crimes.
It's
Yeah.
it's the perfect. It's
Well,
the
because
perfect
it's a little
mix.
Sherlock Holmesy. I think that's maybe where I'm thinking of House.
It's the perfect mix of stupid and compelling.
Oh,
right?
you know
like,
what it is? Pushing Daisies has that element of like we can speak to the dead about clues
Right.
about how they died. All right, I'm into this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
super.
I mean,
into
as soon
this.
as like I was like, okay, this seems. And as soon as it popped up from the director of I Saw the Devil, I was like, I don't care what the fuck happens in the rest of this trailer. I'm watching this.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
truly.
great.
Yeah, like that movie rules.
Yeah. Fuck me. Shit. Well, I mean, speaking of what TV series from South Korean directors,
Yeah.
that's actually a really smooth
Yeah,
segue.
it's a little weird that we watch these back to back.
Yeah, Hellbound. This is from the director of Train to Busan.
Yeah.
And what is the other ones? Peninsula.
I don't know that he
Did he do-
I don't think
Oh,
he
he
did
probably
Peninsula.
produced
Peninsula.
Yeah, I don't think he
Peninsula.
directed Peninsula.
No, I just looked it up.
Oh, he did?
Peninsula.
Oh, but then I'm
yeah,
fucking stupid.
I gotta see Peninsula. Is this based off anything? This is.
I don't know,
the-
but it's
Yeah.
demons, just fucking huge demon hulks, and
It's the least subtle thing I've ever
it's
seen.
incredible.
No.
It's incredible.
It begins with like a family just having a nice time, and then a giant floating face appears and just goes, "You will die in 5 days." And
Yes.
it's like, well, that's a weird evening they just
yeah,
had.
going from like the sleek Dr. Brain to this was like jarring.
It says people hear predictions on when they will die. When that time comes, a death angel appears in front of them and kills them. I'm guessing the death angel is the fucking
I
orc.
was gonna say the Death Angels look like
Yeah.
these demon cave trolls
Yeah,
that just come bursting in like Doc Ock in the coffee shop.
yeah. This is based off a webtoon.
Sure.
Okay. That checks out a lot, actually.
Yeah, it looks like a mini series.
Yes.
Both of these I'm fucking pumped for. and
Oh,
for
yes.
very different reasons.
Yeah, very different reasons.
Yeah.
They're scratching different itches that
I
that
do
I have.
like a full throttle like commitment to like a monster, a demon, a creature. Like sometimes it's like the opposite of Jaws. It's kind of like I do want to see the shark every now and then, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see the shark, and I want the shark to talk.
And
Like, yeah.
being such a fan of his other work, yeah, I'm in on this.
Yeah, this is... My goodness. We're really ending with a bang here. Although I would argue we started with a bang.
Yeah.
bangs throughout.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, we started with a bang.
Yeah, we did. Because we're up to, and I feel like people knew this was coming, Black Friday.
Yeah.
Starring Devon Sawa and Bruce Campbell.
And Michael J.
Fuck.
White.
And Michael J. White, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's after the first two, I was blinded by excitement.
I
This
lost
is
my vision.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell with a mustache,
Yeah.
looking like in a sweater vest,
Being
like
a strip mall department store manager. Oh man, it's
this
zombies
is-
on Black Friday. Zombies on Black Friday.
This was literally one of the better trailers I've seen in the last year.
oh yeah,
It's a pretty fun trailer.
It knows what it
This looks
is.
fucking awesome. I'm really excited about this.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks
You know
like a lot
what's-
of fun.
This is the writer's first thing. The director has mostly done music videos.
Okay.
This is new people. He did a film called Happy Birthday, and something called Barely Legal that looks like about marijuana. It looks like maybe a documentary. That all checks out. And yeah, this just looks fucking delightful.
Yo, yes.
Fucking Devin there.
Yeah. I like
So
I like
excited
I
for
like how
Devin.
hard you're committing to the Devon bit.
Devon. Well, I successfully tricked Abe into thinking that's how you say it.
Yeah. He sure did.
Devon Sawa. Well, it's funny to me because, yeah, Devin, it's such a normal name otherwise. Devon has been killing it. I'm really like, the choices he's been making for films have been,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hunter x Hunter was quite good.
yeah. Honestly, though, in retrospect, how is that different than his early career? Idle Hands, Final Destination, SLC Punk. He's always chosen like very interesting films, or they've chosen him. I don't know how the process is. Yeah, I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, it looks like fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this looks like a blast.
And
And Bruce
I'm not
Campbell, like-
I'm kind of cold on zombies. I have, pardon the pun, I've been for a while, so it's tough to get me jazzed about zombie content.
Well, what it is for me, this is I don't give a fuck about the zombies. That's the last thing I care
It's
about.
the cast.
It's the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like another one, Bruce Campbell. Like, I love it whenever he does shit like this, like Bubba Hotep, where he doesn't play a role that you expect him to play.
Yeah, that was my
Right.
favorite thing about Ash versus Evil Dead is that he plays a complete bumbling fuck up. Just a clown, an absolute clown.
Yeah.
So
I need to. Wow. So Bruce Campbell's next film is called 18 and a Half, where he plays President Richard M. Nixon.
yeah,
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what that's going to
I
be.
want to know what that is.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Wow.
It's about the 18 and a half minute gaps in Nixon's tapes.
Huh.
That's what the
Oh.
title. Like, it seems like a fairly serious film. It's got Richard Kind in it as well.
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
John Cryer's there. Ted Raimi.
All right.
Lloyd Kaufman.
Oh,
So
oh,
did
what?
I die?
What's
did I die
happening?
just now?
Whoa. Yeah. What the fuck?
So yeah, exciting things in the future.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Any other
Love
thoughts
it.
on Black Friday? Sorry, I lost
Yeah, you
everything
lost
just
some
now.
time there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Nah, man, I think we can move on.
Oh, okay.
I think
Let's
that's it. That's it for the trailers.
let's get into news stories. First, I gotta do some thank yous.
Yeah.
Menashevitz Molotov says the spice must flow, comrades.
Sure.
Gonna have fun with that.
Sure, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you to E.T. the Extravagant Terresticle. Thank you to Cody Johnson's Time Machine Noise.
Always.
Thank you to Pete for Pagel. Thank you to Glitterous, CFO of Michael Shannon's Chocolate Factory. Thank you to Subscribe to Jason Pargin's Substack. Thank you to the Midnight Patron with patrons at midnight.
All right, let me jump in here. Thank you to Exploding Runes. Thank you to Andrew, McAndrew, Howe.
Thank you.
Fuckers. Thank you to Vincent with a Y.
Thank
Thank you
you.
to Rev MD.
Thank you.
Thank you to Dr. DNA.
Thank
Thank you
you.
to Lauren Gucci.
Thank you.
Thank you to Bootler Bootlesson.
Thank you.
All right. Shall we talk about the movie that is on the tip of everyone's tongue, the Army of the Dead sequel?
Planet of the Dead.
It's titled Planet of the Dead.
I mean, good, I guess, because that's the whole planet.
It's what that implies, yeah.
Yeah. The first movie I thought was stupid, but like, you know, Zack Snyder, he can do some zombies.
It was fine. Yeah, I mean, it was goofy.
I didn't see it, truthfully.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. It's
No
too
real
long.
reason.
Yeah. But there's fun stuff in it. There's like UFOs in it briefly. It's he did this weird thing with it that involved a lot of like really bizarrely subtle world building. Like there's UFOs in the very beginning, but only if you look really closely. There's a bizarre like time loop element that he kind of like winks at in the middle of the movie that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's an odd duck of a film. Really
He
is.
just needs to settle down a bit. Like you go back to like Dawn of the Dead, it was less than 2 hours. It was a straight up zombie film.
Yeah.
And then you go to this and it's like it's 2.5 hours. It has a weird heist spin-off that I'm never gonna watch. It's got a lot of noise around it, but it was a lot of fun at times.
Yeah.
It's the thing where it's the whole Zack Snyder thing. It's that he's very competent.
Yeah, everything sounds very much Zack Snyder-y is from what I'm hearing so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's his own worst enemy with a lot of the stuff. In my opinion, like he just adds too many things. That said, I'm still excited for whatever this is going to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It strikes me as weird that Netflix went so hard on this. Like there's not only is there Army of the Dead, but there's that spin-off that you just mentioned, which I forget what it's like, Heist of the Dead or some shit.
Yeah, Army of Thieves.
Army of Thieves, that's right.
Yeah.
And then there's this,
it's like,
and then there's an animated prequel series that they also greenlit. It's like, man, you guys are in the Army of the Dead business for some reason.
Yeah, I'm guessing that either Zack Snyder has a lot of like evidence against most streaming executives because they also gave him the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'm assuming the optics of how studios see Zack Snyder looking out into social media makes him look wildly successful, and maybe his movies have been just getting a lot of views, you know? So
yeah, I'm thinking like this Army of the Dead. It kind of seems to me like they saw the Snyder army for years like go absolutely to bat every single fucking day about the Justice League, and then they're probably just trying to capitalize on like, well, obviously he has people who are willing to die for him, so sure, here is $700 million, do as that what you will with this IP.
Yeah. They're gonna ride this horse until it's dead and sliding down a hill, you know, like
Hell yes.
Yeah. And I think Zack Snyder is a smart guy. He probably is just like walks into these meetings like, I want this, I want this, I want this, and I want to be a producer. And we're going to do it. And they're like, yeah, we are. And that's that. So I don't know.
Sure. Good for him.
He always exists. He's not Michael Bay, you know, where it's I'm not like, fuck this guy.
Right.
But he's just sort of there. And it's always like, I don't quite understand this, but
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of his work, but like I respect the fucking guy and his work. Like not for me, but I respect what it is for other people. You know what I mean? It's like when people are like, I love this man, I'm not like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, totally.
Yeah, he has a fan base.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, as someone who grew up watching Kevin Smith films, I know what it's like to be a fan of something that like isn't necessarily easy to defend.
Totally.
Yeah, so it's just.
I've been staring at the other barrel of that gun my whole life. It is what it is, and I see that in other people, and I respect it.
Yeah.
Stay loyal.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the first podcast we had you on was a best bad movie for one of the Star Wars prequels. So I know you know this
I
struggle.
was going to bat for the Phantom Menace. That is so right. That is so right.
So yeah, it's like, listen, Zach, I don't understand you, but I like the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are. He
exactly.
is on his grind, and I respect
Yeah.
it.
And you know what? He seems like a cool guy, which I know in the grand scheme of things is pretty trivial, but he seems like someone, if I like ran into him, he would make for a great conversation, and then later I'd be like, whoa, that was Zack Snyder. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
There's a really great, if you've not seen it, there's a great clip of a stand-up, and I wish I remembered his name. He's doing crowd work, and he starts talking to this guy, and he's like, what's your name? And you can hear the guy say, Zach. He's like, what do you do? It's like, I make movies. It's like, oh yeah, what movies do you make? And you can hear the guy say, I'm Zack Snyder. Do you know? It's like, and like the comedian like freezes. He's like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is cool that at a certain point he was just like, let me stop you right there, pal. My name is Zack Snyder.
Oh,
That
shit.
is cool. Wow. He's
What a
got
perfect
huge nuts.
storm. Because neither side of that conversation
Yeah,
is
nobody
entirely
wanted to have
sure.
that conversation.
Well, I was going to say neither side of that conversation is, because of the context in which it is happening, neither side is certain whether the other is fucking with him.
Right.
True.
Like,
Oh, that is so true, yeah.
It's like
It's like a Mexican standoff of like, wait, are you serious? Like, no, are you serious?
exactly.
That's awesome.
Speaking of sequel news, inevitable sequel news, Dune got officially greenlit because they already greenlit it, right? Like they just waited to announce it.
Okay, I was
Sort of,
surprised
yeah.
by the reaction because everybody was like, yes, we did it. And I was like,
Yeah.
the movie starts with the words part one. Like, I think there was a fear because Denis' other films have like had kind of disappointing box offices. But
Yeah.
I was kind of making, because I even have friends who like manage movie theaters who were like, I'm shocked at like the ticket sales. But I'm kind of thinking like, we've had nearly 2 years of nonstop hype because this was a film that was pushed back from last year. Like, we have been bombarded, I feel like, by the marketing of this movie for a while now. Because this is also one of those films where like, I think like Timothée Chalamet was on the cover of Vogue last year
Yeah.
with anticipation
Yeah.
of this being what he's promoting, right? Like, I don't know. Just some of the reactions of like how well it's doing. I was a little bit like, were we not expecting this to be like the biggest film of the year?
I think what it is is that there's a very unfair comparison between this and Marvel because people are kind of, I don't think I'm the only one that's kind of tired of Marvel. I am very excited for the Eternals. It looks good. But I think what it is that Marvel is so aggressively accessible that Dune showed up and they're like, we're going to be the opposite of that. And everybody's like, fuck yes. Like, it's about time we get some like weird
That is
bullshit.
true. It's also like truly a victory for anything like this to be successful and then like sequel worthy.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from also like Denis' previous film was a big budget Blade Runner sequel that bombed.
Yeah.
So it's like this is him tackling another 80s infamous bomb from the 80s. That's this dense sci-fi epic. So there was, and the sequel was not a sure thing.
Yeah.
Even though it starts with part one, it was like they
just felt like-
weren't going to greenlight two movies unless this one did some business.
Yeah, true.
It did feel inevitable though. You're right. But like it was clearly a very short conversation.
Yeah.
For the
fuck
sequel.
yeah.
They waited a week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this movie fucking rules. I can't
Yeah.
believe it rules. Actually, I was afraid it was going to be like a dirge. Sorry, now we're just talking Dune, but
No, that's fine.
yeah,
I knew it was
fucking
going to happen.
rules.
Yeah, I was really into it.
Yeah, I
Really
think
enjoyed it.
I really
I'm actually
think
kind of
it is
shocked at
that-
how much it has taken my heart and has, like, literally brought life back to. Like, I feel like I'm alive. This is the first movie I've seen in theaters that has been like, oh my god, the miracle of filmmaking.
Right. It's like you were in a desert and you were thirsty. You know,
I was thirsty for Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Send him the
No,
worm.
It's just nice to see like a big budget mainstream blockbuster that seems to be the start of a trend, and also isn't just like some bullshit Christopher Nolan thought up. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of films that come and go. Stuff like shit, I'm blanking on the name. Annihilation, where you watch that and you're like, God, why can't more movies be like this? But in the back of your head, you know, like this isn't accessible.
Yes.
And so I think everybody's looking for the next Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, something that's just different and new that we can be like, okay, this is what we're doing for the next 10 years. And there's been a lot of like false starts. And the secret is you can't try. Like Dune isn't trying to be a cinematic universe. It's not.
Right.
It's not doing post-credit teases. It's just being Dune. It's like the cool person. It's like the cool person at the club who's like keeping to themselves, and you're like, oh, I want to hang out with that person. And so I think we're all just like, we all want Dune to succeed because we want to live in that world. So knowing that there's a sequel, I think people are very much like just excited by the success, in a way that's, it's not like when people are like DC versus Marvel, you know, our corporation beat your corporation. It's more of like it's like
This is a universal win.
Yeah, it's an assurance that everybody saw something that was fucking weird and was on board, and it makes you feel better about the world. Where it's like, oh, so we're all on board with Dune? That's awesome.
Yeah, that is actually, that has been a nice reaction. Somebody had the tweet that was like, this is like the Dune praise has been like the most unified film Twitter has ever been. Like, enjoy it while it lasts before the Eternals comes out. It's like, no, seriously, I feel like we're in like this era of good feelings, and it's like we're all holding hands and singing Kumbaya.
Yeah. So like it's that weird, like I want it to do better than Eternals, even though that movie looks good, because I just want some assurance that we're gonna move off of superhero films.
Yeah. For
the love of God.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, like just something needs. It's like that thing where it's just like, I just need this to lose a little. It doesn't. I don't hate it. I just need variety.
Yes, I feel very similarly about Marvel. God knows I see them motherfucking movies all the time.
Of course.
But I kind of had a point after Infinity Endgame where I was like, actually, if this is the last Marvel movie I ever see, I am really satisfied with this. And then, of course, I've seen the other ones. Black Widow actually fucks pretty hard. But they just don't occupy space in my mind too long after the movie ends, which is completely fine. Like, it's, for me, it's like pure entertainment, which again is great, and I love that. But I definitely agree, it's like at the saturation point, especially with like the TV series, and it's like I cannot maintain like a Marvel erection like this for 7-8 years now. Like, I just need like 6 months off. 6 months. That's like it.
I loved Shang-Chi. Yeah, it's like pizza. I like pizza. And then if I have pizza for a week, I don't like pizza. And then it's that, and then you go outside, and for some reason every restaurant is pizza all of a sudden, like the Twilight Zone. That's what it feels like. Where it's like, And
Dune is like a burrito. Like, oh.
Exactly. It's
actually,
like a confusing burrito. Yeah.
I do want a burrito.
Using the desert power, a line that made me laugh every time they said it.
Yeah,
fuck, every time.
Harness the desert power.
One of my coworkers at Collider wrote an editorial just about that. Just about
God,
the
I
phrase
loved
desert
it.
power.
I was telling all my friends, like, next time we're in Joshua Tree or Palm Springs, you're gonna hate me because the whole time it's harnessing the desert power.
Listen, it's your duty to say to harness the desert power.
If they don't talk about desert power in Dune 2, flop, trash.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yep. Burn
Get
it all to the
out
ground.
Of here.
Okay. Well, let's keep going. We got some more producers to thank.
Let's do it.
Big thank you to Tux. Thank you, Tux. Thank you to Ricky Cilantro. Thank you to Norm from Cheers. Thank you to Space McNulty. Thank you to Oh Great, It's That Guy. Thank you to Nolan Mayton. Thank you to Andrew. Andrew, how dare you, McGuire. Thank you to AJ. Thank you to Tip Drizzle.
All right, let me jump in here. Thank you to Burrito Mouth.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mrs. Voitis.
Thank
you
you
to the ghost of Dave, Andrew Thomas. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody's on the train, Tom.
We've gotten so big that our producers are now doing bits with each other. Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you.
Thank you to David Knife Boot, Instant
Knife
MBA
Boot.
CPA. Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts, Esquire.
Thank
you to
you.
Mackenzie Fuck Shuffling with Willem Dafoe's confusingly large dick. Chill.
Thank you.
Thank you to Funky J.
Thank
And
you.
thank you to Pie Guy.
Thank you.
Dave,
Good
speaking
old pie guy.
of bits,
Yeah.
I'm just there's too many good vibes here today. I'm not even going to do the bit. I just
Hey, Tom.
I want you to tell me what movie you brought that deserves more hype.
I brought a movie. Because of course I do. Every time.
Yeah.
You know this. We all know this.
You never let me down.
Yeah, this was actually a tie between another movie, and I'll bring that up next week or the week after. But this is called Unwelcome. This is coming out in March of next year, so we have time to get super pumped.
I'm immediately angry because I'm so excited to see this movie.
Yes.
Seriously.
All right, so for starters, this is from the director of Grabbers. If people haven't seen Grabbers, it's quite a fun movie. The bit is that it's an alien, I think pod people, I don't know. But to fight them, you have to be drunk. They don't like you if you're drunk. So everybody has to get drunk. It's delightful. They also did Robot Overlords, a movie I haven't seen, but probably need to. It's about a new couple who move into a country home, and the residents there in the town make it very important to them that the last owners had to leave a blood sacrifice every night in their garden to what appears to be gnomes, terrifying gnomes. Not sure, but guess what happens? They stop leaving a blood offering, and the gnomes attack. Also, the whole town gets in on it. Did I mention that Colm Meaney's in this? Because that's important.
He sure
that
as shit is.
Colm Meaney. I don't know if people have heard of Colm Meaney. He's in it. Also, Hodor.
Yeah, Hodor's in there.
Hodor's in there. But Colm Meaney, mainly. This is a Colm Meaney film.
Sorry, you were saying the cast. You said it was
Colm
Douglas.
Meaney.
Oh, okay, that's the one. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Sorry.
Colm Meaney is in this
You know what?
film.
I'm sorry. The Discord actually just broke up. Who was that?
Colm Meaney.
Colm
Okay.
Meaney? Colm Meaney. Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys think? You watched the trailer?
I am fucking pumped for this movie about murderous gnomes.
Yeah, this fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. They look
Yeah.
like they looked like the little goblin from Cat's Eye. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
What I like about this is that actually, like, the rules are pretty easy to follow. So it's kind of like I'm already going into this like I feel like this couple is probably getting some deserved fucking shit here. Like,
Right? How hard is it
I-
to leave meat out for the goblins?
This
Yeah.
is very specific, but I do like when I am watching a horror film and I can confidently be like, well, I'm sorry, but the main characters did fuck up. Like, I don't like watching something where the main characters are like constant victims of like circumstance of just bad things happening, when there's a little bit of something I can hold on to of like, well, folks, I'm sorry, you went into that house, or like you went into that cave, and this is one like right away they identify it for me, and that just makes it easier for me to watch, so I'm not like, oh, these poor fucking people, you know?
Yes. Oh, for sure.
I don't like a victim in a horror film. This is America. Take responsibility for your actions.
It should be noted that also one of them is pregnant.
Yeah.
Of the two couples.
Yeah.
I believe, are they an interracial couple?
Yeah.
They're like young. I'm just wondering if the word unwelcome and the fact that the townspeople are involved and the town people seem to be a bunch of old honkies, if there's any connection there.
Could be, yeah.
If they're doing like a double
Interesting
meaning thing.
Yeah, the lady's Hannah John Kamen, who played what was the name? Ghost, I think, in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh yeah, but mainly
Yes.
Cole Meany in this.
Mainly Cole Meany, sure, yeah.
So yeah, I think there's a lot of. Also, the visual of the trailer. It looks like it was shot entirely on a soundstage. It has the lighting of like the movie House. Like it's very uniquely lit in a way that I really like.
Yes.
It looks like a fantasy.
Yeah, it looks real good. Like I'm very excited for this movie. I'm very upset that it doesn't come out until March.
I know.
What's
I know.
that?
I truly was like, at the end of it, I thought, oh, maybe this is one of those things I can watch like tonight, but it's no.
Yep. No.
No, absolutely not.
No. We'll continue our unwelcome updates because I can't fucking wait for this
We might just
movie.
do a whole other podcast show for the next 6 months that's just updates about
Unwelcome watch, yeah.
Yeah. just
Unwelcome
like,
watch.
Yeah, even if each podcast is like 30 seconds of us saying like it's still not out. Anyway, subscribe to our Patreon.
We need a
Thank you.
website. Yeah, is unwelcomeoutrightnow.com.
Yes. Need a countdown. Everybody check out this trailer. Unwelcome. You probably have to Google the word unwelcome and film, because unwelcome is like just a word. It looks fucking great. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, the YouTube, the number one comment is someone saying, just get a cat. Because, cat's eye. That's what you get when you have murderous goblins.
Yeah.
You just need a cat.
They're a bit bigger than that
A bit.
goblin, but
Get like 10 cats,
get a lot of cats. They're like toddler-sized goblins.
Yes.
Maybe a little smaller.
Again,
Maybe a little
I
smaller.
think there's got to be layers to this because she's super pregnant.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're all small little goblins going after them. I don't know. It just like sets off some alarm bells that they might have thought about this movie,
Yeah.
the meaning.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Yes.
I don't care because it looks delightful.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Yeah. This is great. This is great, you guys.
Yeah.
Unwelcome.
Colm is in there.
And Cole Meany.
Yeah.
Cole Meany is in
Meany.
this movie. When he because I picked this trailer just because I was looking for trailers. And when he showed up, I leapt. I was just like, Cole! Like, he bursts into the trailer, and it's joy, pure joy.
Yes.
It's everything I ever wanted.
Oh man, yes. All rolled up into a murderous goblin shaped little ball.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's a sode. We've done it.
Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, we did.
Woo! Yeah. The hype feast.
Hype feast. We gobbled it up.
Sarah, thank you so much for joining us in this hype feast.
Yeah, thank
My
you.
pleasure. Always happy to be around for this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to tell people? Where can they find you? What do you want to plug?
That's what I was going to say.
Well, there's a video of me jerking my penis off to Buzz Lightyear on my Twitter account. You can follow that at @SK_Griffith. You can also hear me on can we call it the sister network? The Small Beans Network? Yeah. I'm sure these people know. Rough Stuff, Cast and Curious, Shooting Threes. We're talking about The Matrix. Very fun, very cool.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot to talk about. This is maybe the first legitimately good movie Bridget and I have watched and talked about. So, very exciting stuff.
That's awesome.
It's a whole new
man.
dynamic.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I guess I'll tell people about our
You
Patreon.
probably should. Yeah.
Yeah, if people are interested, they can go to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. For $5 a month, there's exclusive podcasts on there, like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, and then, with our sister network, we have a couple of shared ones, Star Trek The Next Futurama, which you're also featured in, Sarah. Yeah, and Spiel Boys, which is the brand new one. So check all that out. For a little more, $10 a month, we watch movies every Friday night with our patrons.
We sure
As
do.
you can imagine, we're watching a lot of horror movies. So, go look. Also, we usually watch a lot of horror movies. That's not
It's
new
not
and different.
necessarily in celebration of spooky season, but it's kind of in celebration of spooky season.
Yeah.
We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com. You can check the link to our Teespring store where we have all kinds of cool original artwork and designs you can get on T-shirts, stickers, mugs, posters, all kinds of things. So check that out.
Check it out.
Yeah! All right. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.